We go. What's up, everyone? How's it going? In this game, we have LeBaked spawning in the southwest of Gorge as our Red Rust player. Up here in the northeast, we have xEnigma as our Yellow Dally Sultanate player. So a little bit of a difference in our game today. Primarily that these are silver players. LeBaked is one of my viewers. He asked me if I could go ahead and cast one of his games, so I decided to. He also gave me, or asked me, that's a nice positioning right there. I like it. Really like the initial hunting cabin. So he also wants me to give him some pointers. I will be doing so. Nice second scout coming out already. Good timing. Third one hopefully will be coming out as well. We'll see if LeBaked is going to be able to micromanage that properly. We're not really going to be focusing on the Dally too much this game. It's going to be primarily more on LeBaked. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so LeBaked is going to just go for the two scout opener, and that's it. As I mentioned in my Rust video, if you don't feel comfortable going for 3 scouts, stick with your 2. If you are struggling with 2, best advice I could give you is suck it up anyways and just do it. Like, you really need to be able to do it with 2 scouts at minimum. Optimally, of course, 3 scouts. You need the 2 though. You need to get out there. You need you need to be able to grab your deer or grab the deer. You need to be able to pick off as many wolves as you can. A lot of it is just shift clicking though. Just keep that in mind. So it's not very micro intensive at all. As long as you're shift clicking, your scout's not going to die to a wolf. It's not going to die to attacking 2 wolves back to back. It will eventually die to, you know, a boar if the enemy does pull it towards you. But for the most part, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be safe. All you have to do is just shift click, make sure that it doesn't wander off into the enemy TC. Also, you have to be a little wary about your positioning. All right, not your positioning, your sheep. So like right now, for instance, we have only 1 sheep left for our Rust player. We are getting the golden, not the golden gate, the Kremlin down over here on the gold. Preferably, I would like to see it. Oh, actually, I didn't even notice that he started going for the gold. He didn't have to. You don't have to go for the gold this early as the Rust at all. You could easily survive off of just the hunting cabin, your bounty, and then that's it. Like right now, he's aging up. He has 116 extra gold in the bank. That's unnecessary. Tower of Victory coming down for the Dally. So like I was saying, I would prefer seeing the Kremlin probably right here, or yeah, right here to the south of the base, in between the wood line and the stone, because it'll protect your stone. It protects your wood line in the future as well. Up here, it protects your gold, food, and your wood line. Yeah, that's 3 is better than 2, obviously, in terms of protection like this, but you want to make sure that your stone goes uncontested. That's a pretty forward Tower of Victory as well. I don't like that positioning for Enigma. Nice. Baked is going to be able to get a couple, or get all these 7 deer that belong to Enigma, the Enigma Force. We'll go ahead and see what eventually happens. Single villager is getting the Kremlin up, so that's not going to be finishing until about what, 5:45, I want to say. Let's see. Can we tell? Is it going to tell us? No, it won't tell us. It would if it was the Abbasid, but He is getting his villager count, or not his villager count, his stone count up. And then we're going to see all these villagers transfer over to wood, get the wood up, and then eventually transfer over to making the second TC. Is it going to be up here though? Where are all the deer? Ooh, there's one missing somewhere. There it is. Where's the other one? Is it in here? There's two. Ooh, that might not be that bad of a spot then. I don't know where they are. Oh, they're inside the tree. Okay, he can't place it in the middle. He could put it right here though. That would be a pretty good spot. It's very forward, very susceptible to getting attacked. But if he throws down second TC plus a wooden fortress right there, he'd be fine. That's gonna save 15 villagers, and you're really not gonna have 15 villagers up there. You'll probably, well, no, you'll have probably 12 to 15 just to try to eat up. Wait, is that professional? No, that's survival techniques. I don't know why I thought that was professional scout, because it looks kind of the same, I guess. Another house coming down. He has enough stone, I'm assuming, almost enough wood. Kremlin does finish. Just a few more moment, or just another moment until he has enough wood in order to get into his second TC. Blacksmith coming down for Enigma. He is building his base very forward. I do not like this from our Delhi player. Not only that, but he went right into the archery range, which is pretty special. He should have went into the Ghazi Raiders, stable into Ghazi Raiders, and then into the archers, just so he could have more movement, map control. Nothing really for our Rust player. Second TC is just going to be dropped right next to the stone and the wood line. That's okay too, I guess. But this positioning is more optimal if you're going to go into like a 3 TC play, which I highly doubt he's going to be doing. And he's also essentially just going to be denying himself out on his deer up here. Does he have... Yeah, he has vision of there. Wait, how does he have vision all the way up there? Is it really coming from the Kremlin? Holy crap, I never realized the vision that the Kremlin gives. Yeah, what is your... Damn. Yeah, I never realized that was the vision radius of the Kremlin. Holy crap. Yeah, that's insane. That's a lot. So far, nothing too special. I do like that he did go for the 2 TC play. His eco is going to be amazing. That being said, he's severely behind on villagers. No villagers have died, so he's been just mismacroing this entire time. He's been having a lot of idle villagers. Yeah, how are you so behind? Because the Delhi don't get villagers faster. Oh, wait. Do scholars count as... No, they're religious. Okay, so how is he down 5? I'm gonna have to check this at the end of the game, because there's no way he should be down 5 villagers. Yeah, he must have been cutting villagers little by little, or he was just severely delayed on making villagers. No, he had to cut villagers at some point. That's not good at all. Archers are going to be moving forward. There is a 2 TC. If he moves them over here plus the wooden fortress, this is going to be amazing for him to defend. Very good. Already picks off a lot of the archers. I really like the addition of the wooden fortress right here. It gives the additional support, additional defensive capabilities. So in a situation like this, I would actually be moving the villagers over here down. Oh, a villager is going to go down. That's 2 villager picks for our Dali so far. So yeah, this is exactly the position, or this is exactly what I would do in this position. I would just move all my wood villagers down here, like right here. because the moment you spot those archers poking in, you're just gonna garrison, and either he's gonna lose all his archers, or oh wait, he deleted his mining camp. Didn't notice that. So by having all of them right here, when you garrison, you're gonna be able to do instant damage, unless your opponent has amazing reaction. He is going to be losing another villager right there. A total of 3 do go down, but he is on 2 TC, so currently sitting at 32 to 31. He's already surpassed his opponent. We are getting the stables up as well. That's a very late stable though. That should have been up a few minutes ago. Not sure. Double house, that's fine, I guess. And now we're going to be getting our Dally player going into castle with the compound of the defender. Yeah, the stable is very late. That needed to have came down a while ago. Like easy. After your second TC comes up, you should be dropping your stable, especially since he only had 5 villagers building the TC. That means he had enough resources to, or enough villagers on wood to gather the resources he needed in order to go into a stable. If we go back, sadly there's no rewind button, because I would love, yeah, I don't think so. Let me see. What happens if I hit back? Nothing. Yeah, I'd love to go back and then pinpoint the exact thing for him, the exact timing. We are getting, I don't like the farm transition right now. It's way too early for the farm transition when he has so many resources right here next to him. He still has the berries. Not only that, but he can always move out and start grabbing some of these. Well, he should have grabbed these earlier, but he could have grabbed the deer, especially since he already went for survival technique. So he does get the additional 15% food. Gather wheat. Yeah. But instead, he dropped his second TC down here, which is still fine. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it's going to be end all be all, especially at this level. Nice reaction right there. Single early knight is out. Will be getting the charge off. He has his own archers as well that are going to be able to pick apart the Dally archers. They are Tower of Victory archers, so they do get the bonus attack speed. Understandable. They deserve it. They want victory, but they're not going to get it. Not in this fight anyways. We'll see what happens in the long scheme. Another charge off goes off, and then the early knight dies. So a little bit of Miss Micro coming out here. He's too busy focusing on the military itself that he still had, or on that minor engagement that Baked eventually kind of screwed himself over by having 20 villagers idle. So instead of being up 45 to 39, he was essentially just 25 to 39. So he was behind 14 villagers for a solid 30 seconds. And now he still has more villagers being idled. Another 20 to a few archers. That's way too many. Like right here in this exact scenario, garrison your stone archers, and then that's it. That's literally all you had to do, was garrison your stone archers. I mean, your stone villagers, your villagers on stone, and move over your own archers to deal with their archers. Right there, perfect. What the hell? Okay, there's no way. Like, that was perfect. That's exactly what he needed to do. There was no overreaction, but now he's idling both his TCs, just one TC. He's up 47 or 46 villagers to 39, so that's good. His eco is going. He has way too much wood. He needs to drop a lot more farms. Not only that, but he just needs to start rallying. More than anything, he needs to rally his TCs over to the berry bushes, because that's so many resources right there that are not being utilized whatsoever. Wooden fortress in the front of the base. What is our Dally player doing really quick? Dropping a bunch of barracks. So he's going to be going for a huge man-at-arms, I'm assuming anyways. That's the only thing I could really think of right now with that many barracks. Yeah, he's oh, 3 more archery ranges. So he's going to be on 3 barracks, 4 archeries. Militia get called in order to deal with the archers. That was not a good idea. More idle time coming out on the TCs. Yeah, he is so behind right now in terms of military. Even though, like, it says he's ahead, he's behind because his resources. Like, you look at the massive resources. Enigma's close to going into Imperial if he wants to. And then we look over here at our rest player at Lebaked. He has 27 villagers on wood, 2,000 wood banked up, sitting on 4 production. 2 stables, 2 archery ranges, and then that's it. So what he needs to do at this point, he needs to start rallying more villagers over to gold, first of all, and he needs to drop more infrastructure. So when you're at this level, even if you're not able to use the infrastructure, just get into the rhythm of doing it and get into the rhythm of making farms. I don't think he has a blacksmith up yet either. So just get into the rhythm of making infrastructure. There's the blacksmith. He's making way too many houses. He's just trying to burn through his resources. Doesn't really need to make that many. 2 or 3 would be fine. Make another lumber camp. Yeah, lumber camp. He made 4 more farms and there aren't any villagers farming from it. There's a few mistakes here and there. Of course, it's not like game ending or anything like that. He is going to try to do a little bit of a run by. There are spears coming out from those barracks as well. I don't like that I don't like that Enigma's going barracks. I mean, going spears. Considering he knows that Lebaked has been going archers. So, okay, now here's the infrastructure. I swear, freaking, it seems like Lebaked is watching my stream, but that it doesn't matter because it's 5 minutes delayed. So even if he is, the advice I'm giving him, like, I'm just doing a really good job calling what he should have been doing, and then he does it in the future. So, yeah. Got the market up and running. What? He's gonna start making traders? Interesting. There's no reason to be making traders right now, by the way. There really isn't. Still gathering up stone. Not entirely sure why, unless he plans on dropping a 3rd TC for some reason. High Trade House is coming through. Where is the High Trade House? Ooh, that is a terrible position. Oh, that freaking hunting cabin's right there. That would have been a good position. But that's pretty much too far out. Okay, so right here, what you could do, if you're adamant about putting it in a safe and secure location, delete this, delete the lumber camp, and slap it right here, right in the middle. That is going to be a lot better than putting it right here where you're only getting 29 trees. If you put it right here, you're probably getting about 50, no, yeah, probably about 50 trees. Optimally, like right here would have been fine too. Yeah, where he put it though, that's a very bad positioning for it. Like, that is not going to be optimal whatsoever. And now there's buildings that aren't being constructed. He's kind of pulling himself thin for some reason. And Enigma is just accruing a massive army. 22 spears, 19 crossbows against 7 archers, 3 early knights. More villagers are going to be making farms when he already has a ton of farms. There's another 8 villagers being idle. Yeah, he needs to start cranking out as many units as he can. He has 16 archers in queue at the moment. That's actually not bad. Like that's kind of what he needs right now. He needs those archers to be able to just pick apart the entirety of what Enigma has. The archers are going to be able to destroy the spears. They have higher DPS than the crossbows, so they get to pick apart the crossbows as well, free, since the crossbows don't do bonus damage to them. But I think they still have higher base damage. It does have +1, so that's 12 against 10 damage. Higher DPS though. You know what? Let's go ahead and check their DPS, because I'm pretty sure the freaking archer has better DPS. Explore. Oh wow, yeah. Okay, so no upgrades. Wait, are they veteran? Yeah, they are veteran. They're sitting at 3.08 DPS, and the crossbows are sitting at 5.65. Yeah, so the crossbows do have higher DPS. One-on-one anyways. What's their attack speed though? 2.125, 1.625. We'll have to see what actually happens. He needs to transition into man-at-arms though, Lebake that is. Or not, no. Because of the amount of crossbows. So he needs to go into Mangadels right now. Yeah, Manganao Archer. Just get like 50 archers and he'd be able to deal with this. We have 2 trebuchets out for Enigma, third one on the way. I like the spread of units he has throughout the map. Oh, those are traders. I thought those were units on patrol. I'm assuming that was a scout. Yeah, scout that was right here on the peak. Gets completely wrecked by a lot of spears. By 31 spears. Alright. Doesn't look like either player wants to attack yet. Oh, Spetskaya. We are going in. Lebaked is going to be going into Imperial Age. He's going to be pretty secure right in front of his base. Now what he needs to do is get his military count up. He's up 24 villagers. That should be significantly more. Both of his TCs are being idled. How much gold are you giving? 114 gold. I guess that's fine. That could have been up to the 200s though. Easily 200s. Only 6 villagers on the Spetskaya. 23 minutes in, going into Imperial Age. Realistically, that's not a bad timing. Like, that's not bad at all. Especially considering that... Wait, why are you guys... Oh, you guys are long distance mining. I thought you guys were doing... returning food for some reason all the way back to the TC instead of the mill that was right next to you. Okay, once Lebaked hits Imperial, how many archery range? Oh, he has a lot of archery ranges. So he has 6 right there. Okay, so he has 6 total. Wait, what happens if I hit F3? Doesn't F3 tell me everything? F2? F1? F1, okay. Yeah, I hardly ever use these hotkeys. So 6 archery ranges, 6 stables. He needs to actually cut the archers, and now that he's Imperial, just queue up way too many Strautsky. The Strautsky are gonna completely annihilate almost anything except for those horses. Actually, or not the horses, the elephants. It'll wreck the elephants as well. But he needs to just make way too many Strautsky. he doesn't have the resources for it. And now that he has so many archers, I'm pretty sure if the Dali decides to attack, I like how he has them in little groups. He has his little group of spears right here, little group of crossbow right there, and then his elephants right here. He has them nice and little organized. And oh, and then the trebuchets are up here. Nice. The first raid. Actually, not even the first raid. There was a raid over here on this side that I completely missed. Damn. I'm doing a horrible job this game. It's 31 villagers. He's cutting that freaking eco in half, that villager count in half. Has he even got veterancy? Yes, he did. Okay, good. And now the attack is gonna go. This is absolutely devastating for our Rust player right here, though. Never mind. Enigma's gonna back off and wait for the 4 trebuchets to lay siege onto the Spetskaya. And that Spetskaya is not gonna be lasting very long. It really isn't. He already has the emplacements on it too, which is a good thing. But how good of a thing is it gonna be? No, the tip. These elephants are gonna completely just eradicate the army of our Rust player, though. He doesn't have anything to deal with these. They're going straight into the mangonels, gonna completely wreck those. The spears are gonna get destroyed pretty easily by the archers, but now that the mangonels are dead, these elephants are gonna go into the back line, start cleaving, killing everything. The archers are doing a good job destroying or killing off a lot of those spears, but it doesn't really matter if you don't have anything to deal with the elephants themselves. So all in all, oh, there we go. There's the militia. Okay, the militia need to go towards the elephants. Kill the elephants. 1 elephant does go down. 2nd one is going to be going down. 3rd one as well. Oh, 3rd one gets stuck between the militia and the TC. Needs to micro back his archers before he loses those. And now he's going to be able to hold. Completely forgot about the militia. Nice call there by LeBaked. And now we're getting the Strotsky out. This is what he needs. This is what he needed. Strotsky, just stay in one spot and just start shooting people. A little bit of focus fire coming from Enigma. Not too bad. Does make sure to pick off the Strotsky before he kills anything else. Nice, nice. Good job. Good job, LeBaked. What the heck? A ram made it all the way to the other side of the map. And there's still tons of villagers going down as well. Enigma is currently sitting at 26 villagers. He's lost 43, 44. Stab shank, stab shank. Are we getting the counter push yet? No, we are not. Spetskaya is down. It needs to get repaired in order to increase his defense. LeBaked still has 10 villagers being idled. Enigma getting his own defensive keep up. I do not like this position at all, though. Strotsky. Oh no. Oh no. 4 mangonels. 4 mangonels. Just get rid of those units so quick. Never mind. Okay. Well, there goes 6 mangonels. There was 4. There was 6. And now there's none. And GG gets called. Game goes to LeBaked. Good job, LeBaked. All right. Hopefully he'll be able to learn something from this game. Let's go ahead and take a look at the timeline as well for him. The villager count more than anything. Yeah. So I'm not sure what LeBaked was doing, because he was down villagers pretty much the entire game, and it looks like he was just cutting villagers. Not intentionally. he wasn't macroing properly. So what ended up happening was, I think it started with an idle villager. You can see right here. I wish I could zoom into the graph. Like a little bit of idle time on his first villager. Like you could kind of see it right here, the red, and then he makes it. It pops out. Then idle time. Then idle time, and then it was just a chain reaction to just completely forgetting to make any villagers. Because by the time he got into feudal with his second TC, he was down 5.5 villagers basically. So as you can see, idling 2 villagers made such a huge difference. Or idling the TC for so long was a cascading effect. And then even then, once he had his 2 TC, yeah, he started climbing up. He did get a little bit of idle time on the Dally player as well. But he hurt his own economy more than anything by idling his TC. And then he was idling both TCs as well for quite a while. Just try to keep a little mental reminder every single time about that. Otherwise, if this was against, even if this was, keep in mind, this is a Silver League game that I'm just analyzing here for one of my viewers. This could have affected him a lot more, obvious, or this will affect you a lot more the higher rank you are. Because now, as you can see, let's just go to total unit count. Dally hits feudal first, which is fine. Russ hits it. Then he goes into the 2 TC play about here. No, a little bit before there. He hit his second TC. His eco starts going up. Against a better player, this wouldn't have happened. xEnigma sacrificed like about 8 to 10 archers, getting 3 villagers. That was not good. And from there, it was an upward trend for our Rust player because he had the 2 TC, he had his eco going. He wasn't doing anything with the eco, but they basically had an agreement, from what it seems like, no rush 30 minutes, and then xEnigma loses. If we were to extrapolate this into like a pro game, it would have ended like right here at the 7-minute mark, probably even between the 7 and 10-minute mark, just because the amount of idle time that happened right there. That's a massive disadvantage. That's a lot of resources that you weren't gathering at